I'm gonna be real, I thought Blade was lying when he said we were gonna get 2 monsters in February, but look where we are. It's honestly really cool to see monsters releasing more consistently now. I mean, we've gotten 3 in 2 months. That's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah. Tinky Winky is in the game! I'm only calling him Stricken in the title, sorry. It feels more natural to call him Tinky Winky. But yeah, he's here. And there's also a few other things, because of course, there is a rework for Gobblebomb, kinda, a few new skins for other monsters, and one new map and one returning map. The new map being the mainlands, and the returning map being Gilgamesh. Yeah, it's back. So, I'm gonna talk about all of it. Yeah. I'm gonna start off with the new skins. I don't really have too much to say about them, but I think they're all good, and I'm gonna talk about them all. Foul West. This one's pretty good. I'm really happy to see that it isn't scrapped anymore. Although I kinda wish they made use of the fact that his arm is like a sword now. Like, I kinda wish he had like a custom kill animation. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I like this one. I like this skin. 423C Fuwadi. I originally thought that the teaser for this was showing that one of the originally dev exclusive monsters was going to be made public, but it ended up being a skin for Fuwadi. I'm not really complaining because I think the skin is really good, probably his new best, and it's an ancient skin for him I can use without feeling shame because it's not pay to win. Yeah. But seriously, I think this skin is really good. I love how detailed he is. This skin is disgusting in a good way. And yeah, I just think it's pretty cool. Molten Inkfell. Some people complained that Inkfell was designed around the Ink Demon design in Bendy and the Dark Revival. Now they have one for his first design. And it looks pretty cool. I don't really know what else I have to say about this one, but yeah, that's it. I just think it's pretty cool. Plague Velum. I'm honestly surprised it took them this long to add a Plague Doctor skin, and it makes the most sense for it to be for Velum, since he's a bird. Yeah. Again, I don't really have too much to say. I just think this one is really good. It fits really well for Velum. And now all we need is a Bois Bear skin for him. And then he'll be perfect in terms of skins. Yeah. Okay, now on to the Gobblebomb rework because there's not too much to talk about with that one. Alright, this is gonna be significantly shorter than the other sections on monster reworks in my other videos because 1, it's just one monster getting a rework, 2, it's just a single ability that's getting a rework. But yeah, the Gobblebomb weighs a little more now, it's a bit heavier, and it does more damage I think during Frenzy, and you can also use M1 to knock it around. It's okay. I don't really have too much to say on it. It's a little more annoying to aim now. I'm not the best with words still. I still do all these videos unscripted, but overall, I think it's alright. It's not a horrible change. I am okay with it. And also, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but there's Double Trouble interactions now, and they're all pretty cool. From what I can gather from them, all these monsters just seem to fucking hate each other. Although, I want to point out, in particular, Vapor and Rosemary's interactions, both with each other and with Velum. Rosemary seems to be sorrowful and unwilling to kill all the survivors. She expresses that she still has some human emotions, although the more she uses her powers, the more she forgets from when she was human. Vapor, on the other hand, seems like he's completely accepted his role as a soldier and just decides to get the job done. He even tells Rosemary the more you dwell on these emotions, the weaker you become. Which makes sense now why she's weaker than Vapor, because she keeps dwelling on the emotion she's having. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah. I do like that there are some layers of depth to these characters now. Like, Rosemary is unwilling to kill all the survivors, but she can't really do anything about it. I like to imagine that that's why the lost souls on the ward remember her, but not Vapor. I know this game doesn't really have a story, but it's small bits like this about the characters and kind of the world building that I think makes it even better. I don't really know where I'm going with this tangent. Onto the new maps. Like I mentioned at the beginning, there's one completely new map and one returning map. New map being Mainlands and returning map being Gilgamesh. I'll talk about Gilgamesh first. Playing on this map again has low-key brought back memories of playing in the early days of Pillar Chase. I haven't been around since like the very beginning of the game, but I've been playing for like a while. Like, I think I started playing between the release of Baldi and Uncle Samsonite, so I've been here a while. I saw the old 2017 X and No More Innocent skins. I have seen a lot from this game. But yeah, I remember hating this map when it was in regular solo monster rotation, because this was the only map where the tasks weren't client-sided, so whenever anyone in the server completed a task, it completed it for everyone, and after that, you were pretty much just walking around in a square for like 4 minutes. Wasn't very fun. Then they made it exclusive to Strongholds. Then they removed Strongholds because it sucked. And now it's back in the game. It's a regular map. It's alright. For one, the tasks are now client-sided, which, thank God. They also changed the way the codes are entered. Instead of putting in a bunch of numbers, there's a few buttons you need to press in a specific order. It's alright. There's also this thing where you have to go to a tube and reroute blood, and it can take a really long time, but thankfully it saves your progress. So that is good. This map is alright now. I do not hate it. And there's also little teleporter things for when you play as the monster. It's alright. Now for the Mainlands. I'm going to be honest, this is probably one of my new favorite Survivor maps. It's not the best monster map, but I really like it as a Survivor map. Like, it's really fun to just walk around. If you're not being chased as a monster, it's really fun to just like look around and explore. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like I said before, not the best monster map. This is yet another map where the monster it is themed around is not good on it. But yeah, I don't know, I just really like it because it's a really fun map to explore. I've said that a fuck ton of times, but I don't know what else to say. I like this map. It's pretty cool. But now, none of this matters. It's on to the Winky himself.
4, 3,
Tinky Winky, or the Stricken, whatever you want to call him. I'm gonna continue to call him Tinky Winky. Anyway, he's here, and he's really good. I like him a lot. Yeah! I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna talk about him now. Tinky Winky's base form has 17.5 sprint speed, 165 stamina, and he does 30 damage. The reason I specified that it was his base form is because he has another form, Tinky Tank, and we'll talk about his stats later when we get to talking about him. Tinky Winky's first ability is Infected Custard. He will place a bowl of custard on the ground, and if he stands near it, then he can fill up an infected meter at the bottom, which can then give him a speed boost that lasts for a bit. And if a player steps near it, then their health will start to drain, and it'll tell Tinky Winky where they are. And to get rid of this, they need to go to where the custard is and find it. A strategy I recommend for people using this ability, is to try to find a good place to hide the custard, so that way survivors have a hard time finding them. He's particularly evil on drainage, because then he can just hide the custard in the water and make it really hard for people to see where it is. And yeah. Also, he A-poses when he gets a speed boost, and it's really funny. His second ability is Transformation. When using this, he will explode with a bunch of custard, and he will turn into Tinky Tank. It says that this is supposed to do damage to nearby players, but I have never seen this do damage to survivors. I don't know, maybe I just need to get closer to people. But yeah, now it's time to talk about Tinky Tank. Tinky Tank has 21 sprint speed, has 110 stamina, and does 50 damage, making him a two-tapper like MX, Vapor, and Uncle Samsonite. And he lasts a limited time, about 22 seconds from what I've read from the wiki. His first ability is Ground Pound. This is essentially like an unavoidable version of Pow Hop. What happens here is he jumps forward and slams his arms on the ground and stuns any nearby players, and if he lands directly on top of them, he'll take away half their health. This is I mainly use this to like get closer to survivors, and also like knock them down while I'm chasing them while using him. And yeah, there's that one. His second ability is Rubble Toss. For this one, he puts his arms on the ground, takes out a bit of the ground, and just throws a giant rock somewhere at a survivor. I think the best strategy for this one to use is to aim in first person. It's a little hard when you try to do third person. It's easier to aim in first person. I recommend first person for this one. Also, if you're on My World, you can try to snipe survivors from the spawn area. So yeah, I think his moveset is pretty good. I feel like he's maybe a little slow. His base form at least, I feel like it's a little slow. I would maybe make it 18, I'd say. I think would maybe be a good speed for him. I think Tinky Tank is fairly well balanced. In general, Tinky Winky is very well balanced. I'm surprised. He's really fun to go against, especially if you're being chased by Tinky Tank. I don't know. I just like him. I think he's pretty cool. And I also think he has some pretty cool skins. I'm going to talk about a few in particular that I like. I think the Guardian skin is pretty cool. I think the Lala and Dipsy skins are pretty good. I really like the fact that the Freddy skin makes the Golden Freddy scream whenever he's speed boosting. And yeah. Also, just say the blue recolor is referencing Ron. It's not that hard to do fan service. Just say it's referencing Ron. Yeah. I like his skins. The main one I'm probably gonna be using is Dipsy and the inevitable Poe Ancient skin that comes out. Trust me, it's going to be added. But yeah. Overall, I really like this character. I'm very happy with how they turned out balancing wise. I'm happy it's not another PCX. By the way, he got a buff. He's okay still. Don't particularly enjoy him, but he's alright. Yeah. But this isn't about him. This is about the Winky. And the Winky is great. I really like him. So yeah, that's the video. Don't question why it took over a month to come out. Blade, if you're seeing this, please shadow drop the dog in the next update. Or shadow drop Gorefield. That would be even better.
El grito de Twinky Winky. Ok.